In slave groom news,
Slave room?
Groom.
submitted by I Have No Life. Men are being tricked into arranged marriages and then trafficked to work as servants and laborers.
That sounds like a fun job.
That's crazy.
I want to do that.
So is it a billionaire sending out their daughters to from a foreign country to pretend like they need a green card? And then when they say yes, no, you gotta come back and meet my family so he could pass the green card test. When that guy goes to that country, boom, kidnap. Like that?
Not really.
I'm pretty sure they're getting, like, what is it, sex trafficked too, right? The ladies?
No, it's the guys.
The guys, though,
I know, but the ladies are, who are they getting married to?
So this is what's happening. There's a lot of families in Hong Kong.
Oh no.
There are a lot of families in Hong Kong.
Yeah. So these families, what they're doing is that they're looking back in their home country and they're looking for single men that they have to support their family, but like their small family. They're not looking for men that have a big family, just like, you know, maybe like a parent.
Just
or
one,
that's
two,
it.
or three.
Yeah, so they're looking for these men that are really vulnerable, that are looking for a better life outside of their country. So these families, they scout these guys out, they tell them, like, hey, you know, we promise you this awesome life and in this really exciting city, Hong Kong, you know, you can make a lot of money, you can send money back to your family and you can support them from abroad. So then these men are getting tricked into these marriages because then these women, they fly over to Pakistan or India, they marry them there, and then they process the whole like green card situation and the passports and everything, and then these men go to Hong Kong, and once they're there, the families there start beating them, verbally abusing them, forcing them to work in construction.
It's like Get Out.
Yeah, it is.
Crazy.
It's crazy. So
Yeah,
then
that is.
So then, like, they hide their passports, and these men, because they're coming from countries that, you know, like showing any sign of weakness or anything like that is really humiliating. So they don't want to tell authorities that they're being abused, and they're also scared of being deported because they don't want to leave that city. So
They don't even get paid though.
yeah, they do get paid, but the family takes all of the money. And then once they get home, a lot of these men have to, after an entire day working in the sun and construction or whatever they're doing, once they get home, they get beaten to do housework too. So they have to do chores at home.
Who's doing the beating?
It's either the wife, or if it's not the wife, then it'll be the parents, the in-laws, or like the siblings.
They got a gang of guys, like, just ready to beat them up, and the mom too?
So like the brothers.
This seems like a lot of work. Like let's say 5 guys gotta beat up Michael to do construction, right? And then we gotta beat up Michael to cook. Doesn't it?
Yeah,
it seems easier. Us 5 just do the construction and us 5 cook ourselves.
No, because they want a slave.
So they want to relax.
I'm getting tired from fucking beating Michael up.
It's because they put in all this work of like beating and breaking down the man to the point where this man will no longer have a voice for himself and he will just serve the family.
Well, technically, you only work 1 day a week. If I'm beating him on Monday, you're beating him on Tuesday. Tiff is beating him on Wednesday. So every day it's a different, you know, you just work once a week. Michael's working 7 days a week, paying the rent, doing all this stuff, and you live like a king. You just have to work 4 times a month beating up Michael.
This is the true story, by the way. This is the true story.
I've seen it, Michael.
I know, like, it actually happens to me all the time.
Shut up, Michael. You love your job.
Just cry for help.
Shh, don't tell anyone, guys.
Editors, leave it in. Send help.
Why you guys saying shit? You guys are beating his ass too. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday.
Thursday, this is Thursday. It's impossible.
That's why he's here.
Yeah, he doesn't want to be here.
I was forced to come here today.
Watch. This is how you know he doesn't get beat. You see it in a flinch. You
got pretty close.
This is so sad because, like, in my mind, I was picturing, ooh, here's a chance to really, like, you know, level up in life, marry into a rich family. There's a hot girl.
Where'd you get the rich family from?
Okay, it's just a Cinderella dream, but reversed.
Oh.
Yeah, and it's like Hong Kong. It's like Hong Kong reaching out to other people.
Yeah, it's like, hey, no eligible guy here for my daughter. Anybody want to fuck her? If I was single, hey, I just picture myself going over in a G-string with cufflinks and a fucking bow tie only. I'll do whatever. And then, but then they're like, oh, but you know, you are the servant. you have to fuck my daughter 24/7. You have to wash the dishes. You have to do this. You have to do that. But at the same time, I'm gonna give you the Rolex watch. Wow. Because you know Hong Kong people, they love name brand.
That is so sad. How was it uncovered?
Apparently, this has been happening for decades.
Oh.
Yeah, it's just like this website, like they did like a whole expose on it, and they're just talking about how like there are these NGOs that have been trying to help these men get out of these situations, but it sucks because in Hong Kong apparently they don't really care. They're just saying like, all right, well these men can stay in Hong Kong as long as they have a sponsor, but if they leave their wife and like that family, then they no longer have a sponsor, so they no longer have a valid visa, and so now they're stuck with a lot of undocumented men that are trying to like that have escaped from these like abusive homes, from this abusive lifestyle. So it's just like a continuing problem.
And they can't go back home?
Oh, well, they don't want to because it's like a third world country and they're trying to make money to send back to their family, and it's also really humiliating to go back home and admit all the shit that they
admit to like a failure.
Yeah.
Damn.
I don't think they could even afford a plane ticket because that's a lot of money.
Yeah.
That sucks. That's a predicament.
Yeah, and it's like this is straight up slavery because they own these men, because they're saying like, you know, we paid for you to be here, you know, we paid for your ticket, your plane ticket, your passport, your visa, everything, we own you.
So these women are just for hire and they just go along, get their cut of whatever.
But it just seems like it's these families that are all in on it.
It's get out.
Like,
It is get out.
it's super common. Apparently it's like a pretty high percentage of the men that are there that are enduring this.
I know what I'm gonna do now. Business idea. Go to Hong Kong, look for all the Indian and Pakistan guys, gather them up, create a company called Naan Bread Inc. I love garlic naan. I'll start a garlic naan factory because they know how to make it really good, right? And I will create a job for them. And they could be sending money back home. And I'll pay them regular Hong Kong wages.
You didn't even come up with the business plan though.
Don't need one. I build businesses intuitively now that I've done so many, and I won't be handling it, so it's okay. I know it's gonna. You know how I know it's gonna win? I won't be doing any other work.
And Indian and Pakistani people are really smart, so the business just runs itself.
Exactly.
You just hire the right people.
I've never seen an Indian kid or Pakistani kid with bad grades. I've only seen like Indian kids do crazy good on spelling bees.
Yep. They could spell good and they could engineer good. So maybe Naan Bread Factory isn't the best.
Did you see the episode of remember the Steve Harvey show that we saw, and he was having a spelling bee off? I don't know how Steve would say.
Spell battle.
Spell off, spell battle. Yeah, those are great words. I should have picked. So what was the word? It was like a 20-letter word. It was like
Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
It was an actual word.
It was like pneumonoconvolcaniocyanonic or something like that.
Yeah, and then as soon as Steve Harvey's like, what is that? And he's like flipping out. And the kid, you could tell he already knew how to spell. He's like, ooh.
A little Indian kid, yeah.
He was like what, like 7, 8 years old? And he couldn't wait. He was just like, can you use it in a sentence, please? And then the girl said it, and then he was like, okay. And then he just started spelling it, and it was perfect.
Nice.
Indian kid.
They're geniuses.
That's so cool.
It was just cute because he was like, ooh, I can't wait.
I haven't been to Hong Kong in so long.
Hong Kong and so long.
Hong Kong is so long.
I remember like on every street corner there was a Indian guy like selling suits.
He was probably a slave, Joe.
I know.
No, he owned the business.
Did he own the business?
I hope so. Like, they're different guys, okay? But maybe it was like the suit district, but that was their thing. You know how like Cambodians have donut shops, Vietnamese have nail salons, and Koreans have liquor stores?
I don't remember seeing guys selling suits.
Maybe it was that part of town. But yeah, dude, just be in the corner like selling, you want a suit, you want a suit, you want a suit. I almost got one, but I was like, Hong Kong is too hot for a suit.
What, you were planning on wearing the suit in Hong Kong?
Yeah, I wanted to look sharp. I wanted to look like...
It's like pinstripes, he's like,
Yeah, I was like, nobody knows me in Hong Kong.
Should've just gotten the shorts suit.
Short slacks?
You get the pinky ring, the fake rollie.
Yeah, but I went in there and I just wanted to look at the shops and but basically, I think it's like really quick turnaround. They tailor you, do all that stuff real fast. The suit's like real cheap, and they look decent too. It didn't look bad.
They're known for making really high quality custom suits.
Oh really?
A lot of the dealers out here, they actually they take your measurements and they just send it over there.
To Hong Kong.
Yeah.
Because it's good or because it's cheap?
Because it's good and cheap.
So they do a good job and it's cheap. Yeah, and it doesn't look like bad. So, yeah, but I was cheap at the time too. Little did they know, you can't sell to poor people.
Yeah, but these guys, they're slowly getting help. And Hong Kong officials are saying that they're gonna be making changes to help these guys, but it doesn't seem like they're doing much.
We are too busy with the kung fu problem, okay?
Did you guys enjoy that episode of Just Kidding News? If you did, please leave a comment down below and share us your thoughts and your feelings. For more episodes, click right up here.